Yes, digital product family. Hope you guys are well, guys. Today I'm going to show you really quickly how to do a quick listing, a digital product listing on Etsy, real quick, right? But before I get going with this amazing video, if you love digital products, you love creating, researching, listing, and all of that mad Etsy stuff, then please hit a like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. Don't forget to share, guys, because we love sharing. And don't forget, drop a comment below. If there's a question that you got, drop it below and we'll get back to you. Anyways, check this out, man. Listen, I'm going to do a very quick video on how to list up on Etsy. Now, don't forget, I've got a lot of videos related to this. So things like actually how to create bundles, how to upscale, how to create a video for your listing, all sorts, right? So do check out the other how-tos to do with this as well. Okay, anyways, so what happens is this is the new sort of streamlined style of doing your listing. Now, when you're doing a digital product, obviously, this is what it asks you. Which one do you want? We want digital files. Who made it? You did. What is it? It's a finished product. When was it made? Obviously, you want to be the recent one, recently, 2020, 2024. Okay. And then any production partners. If not, just continue. Right, so that's it. Now what we need to do is with the listing, we need to put our title in. So obviously, what you want to do is you want to maximize on the characters as well, right? The more you can do, the better. There's a skill with titles, by the way, so I'm very quickly going to touch on this. Like I said, for me, like I'm going to be doing a collection. I'm going to show you in a minute. But for me, I'm doing a listing for Pink Christmas clip art, right? Remember, you can do any listing for anything that you want, any digital product. But for me in this particular video, I'm doing a Pink Christmas clip art bundle, right? Now, so the thing about this is, do remember, you do need some kind of SEO tool, research tool to help you with this. Now, I love EVERBEE. That's my go-to nugget finder, diamond finder. Check out the link in my description, free access. And what it is it will help you analyze and see the ones the niches or the listings in the niche that are making good money. And I think it really is an eye-opener. So for example, if I'm doing Pink Christmas clip arts, let's say, and obviously these are a lot of the titles. When I click on it, you can see the titles on here to do with it. All of these are titles underneath that as part of it. When you actually click on these, you'll see obviously the title, which is here on the right. You see your product description, which is here. Okay, which is the bits that you're going to have to write into the listing. And you also have your tags. So if I click analyze listing through EVERBEE, you'll see that the tags for each listing are, where are you? Here, right? These are all the tags that are there. Now, so what you want to do is you want to do your research first and see what maybe, look at what titles are written, get an idea about titles, and then just do your research using keyword research. So go back to EVERBEE. So what I do is, for example, I type in a combination. Now what I did was I just typed in Christmas pink bundle. Now I can see it's got a keyword score 40. Not too bad, right? And what I want to do is I want to try and get as many good keywords in that title as possible when I'm putting them in, right? So I would have a look and then try and put as many good keywords as possible in the right combinations. And this is what I use EVERBEE for, so that I can actually I can maximize on me being seen and for finding those, catching those unsaturated maybe keywords or the best keywords so that Etsy can sort of elevate me. And this is the skill with this. When you do your listing, you don't just go on and do a random title and just hope for the best. So you're not going to just write in and think, okay, I want to do 140 characters of just something like what it is. No, you have to do your research first of all to make sure those keywords are good and those combinations are good, right? And that's what I do. So let's say I've got that, right? I've got my title. So I'm going to take my title. Let's say I've done it, right? Let's say I've done it. I want to copy that. Once I've done it, I put it on Word just so I've got it somewhere I can copy and paste. And then I'll paste it in there. Now I can see that it's got 140 characters, right? I've used 127. So what I would do is I'll go back to, say, EVERBEE, do more keyword research and find some more keywords which I can add in here. You want to maximize on what Etsy has given you. They've given you 140 characters, do 140 characters, because There's a reason for that. You want to maximize on what you can use. And another golden tip I'll give you: put your best keywords at the beginning of the title, because Etsy favors the first line or the first few words, right? With a lot of sort of searches and algorithms, right? It uses a sort of search, it's like a search engine in a sense. So definitely think about what are the best keywords to put in the first part of the title, and then make sure you fill the whole thing in. All right. For the sake of the video, I'm just going to carry on, but remember, fill the whole thing in with lots of good keywords to do with the listing, right? Not random ones, to do with what you're actually selling, or else it won't make sense, because the title has to reflect what the image is, or what the product that you're selling is. Okay, hope that makes sense. So you'd fill that in, 140 characters in this case, and then what we do is we'll come down here. Now, what you do is these are like your listing images, photos and videos, right? And so for this one is where I'll show you very quickly on a listing, photos and videos. So what you're going to have is, let's just go back very quickly. You've got listing images that you can put here on the side. You can see all of these are your listing images, right, along the side. And then you've got your video as well that you've got here. So you got these that you can upload. Okay. Now, there's also a skill in doing this. You obviously want to put your main image, which showcases all your images, or most of your images, or some of your images, but in a really nice way, really cool layout way, because there's different ways of laying things out, by the way. So look at your niche or niche, and then make sure that you look at the layouts, okay, of good ones. And again, what I tend to do is I look at ones that are selling really well and see how they've laid it out, and just to get an idea of layouts, okay? So that's another pro tip. Make sure that you do that, and then look along the side and see what they've done. So generally, they will show you what the images look like around on the listing images, right? They'll have them all there, and they'd also have a video in there as well, just to show you what you're getting, right? Also, other ones will have mock-up. So this is an example of a mock-up. A mock-up being what it would look like in its environment, in terms of, in this case, on a mug, what the clip art would look like on a mug. And on this case, showing you what the clip art would look like on a hoodie. And that kind of thing. And also, you'd want to add some information. So add some information about what you're getting, maybe what the digital download is, what the resolution is, how clear it is, how many you're getting, that kind of thing. The more information, the better. Okay. So as I'm doing this listing, I'm giving you tips as well, right? Really important to do this correctly, because this actually can make or break the listing. Anyways. Okay, so let's go back to the listing. Now, what I'm going to do is, it says add your images and photos, right? So what you do here, obviously, this is where I create my assets. I create it using something called Canva, right? So for the sake of this video, I'm just going to show you a couple of things. What I've done is I've created something here, which is, let's say, my main image which is going to sit as my main image on the listing. And then you've got your, obviously, what you're going to sell. So I've also got mock-ups here, a couple of mock-ups. But what you want to do is this is obviously for the video, just to show you how it works. But what you need to make sure is all your listing images, you need to make sure that you fill them up, and make sure you fill up everything that they've given you. All the slots that you have available, use them all up. A little bit like I said about the title, use all the characters. Make sure you use a video. It's a fact that videos, the Etsy has said this, videos, and I'll show you how to do a video. If you're not sure how to do a video, I've got a video on my playlist as well. Videos actually double your sales. It says if you do a video, it will help almost increase it to double in terms of sales. That's what Etsy has said themselves. So make sure that you please do a video, because it goes a long way. Anyways, so I'm going to go to add my video. So it says 10 plus video. What I'm going to do is, actually, let me just do this first. Let me download it. Let me go back to Canva. So I'm going to just, first of all, download my video. Download my video there. So once you prepped all your listing images in something like Canva, remember, you can do a video on Canva. You can get your images ready in Canva. And these are the thumbnails, not the actual files that you're selling, but the thumbnails. Okay. the listing images. You get that already in Canva. And remember, I got videos on that. So what you then want to do is you then say add the images, right? Add up to 10 images plus a video. Basically, you maximize. You use whatever you can actually use. Okay. Let me just do something very quickly. So what I would tend to do. So let's say I've only got like I've got 4 images, but obviously I would, if I was to do this as a proper listing, I would do 10, but obviously I just want to do this very quickly. So I put a video and I put 4 images, but remember, make sure you maximize and use all the images available to you and then put them in, okay? Drag them in. And then what I'll do is upload like this. But I would personally look at, again, I would using something like EVERBEE, check out free access link in my description. Look and find the best listings in your niche that are making money, right? So you go to product analytics and look at the best listings that are making money. Go to product analytics, look at the best listings that are making that passive income, that amazing cash. And what you do is you look at those listings there. So you'd go to monthly revenue, sort it, and then look at the ones that are making really good cash. Okay. Once you've seen the ones that are making really good cash, go ahead and check them out. So you'd go and see what it is that they've got. You click on the listing and go and see what kind of listing, how they've laid things out. Look at their video and that kind of thing, and make sure you've got your whole image listings full. That's what you do. See the ones that are actually selling, converting, and then what you do, then create your own assets, right? And so once you've done that, you go to, you can see that it's listed, it's added all my, it's added all the images, right? And what you want to do is you want to just make sure you got the right ones in the right place. So you want to make sure that you got your this is your primary image, and your primary image is your main image. You want your main image to be obviously the one with the writing explaining what the product has, what the product has got. So look, I've just literally dragged. You can drag these around. So cool. Drag it across, see which one you want as your main image. Because obviously, look, in terms of the genre, the main image is the one that tells you what it's about and how many files you've got. So for me, it's exactly the same. I'm just got my main image that tells you how many it's got and just a sample of the images. And then the rest can be mock-ups and so on. So I can even move these around because look, it shows you. And the video's there. And actually, as it says, look, I've got another 6 slots of images that I would definitely need to use. So definitely maximize and use everything because every little bit helps, right? Every little bit helps. And remember the tips that I gave you about the things to include. And remember to check out your niche and what they've included on the listing thumbnails, right? But for the sake of this video, let's just move very quickly. Then it shows you what the main image is. It gives you an idea. And then it's about digital files. So for example, the digital files that I'm including are all pretty big. All of these images that I'm including in this bundle of say 50, they're all about 10, 15 megabytes, something like that. They're all quite big. So there is no way I can upload the files here because it's just not going to be, it's not going to be enough. Like even if I wanted to add files, they're too big, right? So let's say I want to add my file just to show you an example of how you can't really add big images, big file size images. Look at this. Go to add file. If say you wanted to add it in, and I go to, let's say this, what's this one? Over 20 megabytes, I think. Yeah, 20.9 megabytes, right? And then I click open. When I click open, look what it says. Please upload files are under 20 megabytes. So that's no good to me. I can't upload my images. So what you have to do is you have to create a link which takes you to something like Google Drive or Dropbox, and then the customer can download the files from that link. Now, I've got a video on this, so do check it out in my playlist. I'll probably have the video at the end of this one, somewhere at the top. Okay, do check it out if you want to upload big files for your digital products, right? So that's what you would do there. You'd make sure that you upload your files. Now, just for the sake of this video, I'm going to upload just one image which is smaller than 20 megabytes. Obviously, it's not the one, but just for me to continue with the listing, let me just go. Where am I going to go? What's this one? Yeah, that'll fit. Okay, so let me just say books. Okay, book. right? For the sake of this video, let me just do that one. Click open, right? Obviously, that's 8.65, so that's allowed. And then what you need to do is you need to have a very good product description. Now, again, look, do your due diligence. Like, see good listings that are making good money and go down to the product description and see what they've written. But let me give you a few tips, right, about the product description. The product description is so important because sometimes a customer might go to your listing and they'll look down to the product description. They might have a few questions, and this place is where you answer the questions for the customer. So the first part is actually a bit of SEO work, which helps the Etsy algorithm, push you in terms of the listing. So the first section here, this first part, should be to do with what the actual listing is, right? What it is. Something similar to what you've said maybe in the title. So it actually explains, again, what your listing is, what you're selling, okay? And then you want to go into a few detail bits, explaining what it is, what you're getting, how many you're getting, that it's a digital download, what's included in the files. For example, look here, files included, 30 PNGs, the size of the PNGs. Again, there's some legal stuff like copyright, permissions, what you can and can't use it for. Again, you could do even links to your store so you can get people to go back to your store and buy more stuff. So the product description is absolutely golden. It's so important. So my advice is go and check out some good listings in your niche, good ones, and try to see the kind of things that they say. But the way it is generally is, like I said, you want to talk about what the product that you're selling is in the first part generally, and then you want to go into a bit more detail about what you're getting, how many you're getting, resolution, something about copyright, trademark, what they're allowed to use it for, permissions. Maybe also it's an opportunity to market what you sell as well in your store. So let them know that they can go back to your store, put a link to your store so that they can buy other products if they like what they've seen. Okay. So it's an opportunity to sort of bit of marketing as well. Okay, so that's what you do. For me now, I'm just gonna put something in there so I can continue. But remember exactly what I've said, what you should include in your product description. There's quite a lot of information that you should include in there. I'm just gonna put something so I can move on. Just to say, like, I got 50 clip arts, fantastic high quality PNGs, and then obviously I'll put a lot more detail. Remember, maximize on this and use all the space that's given to you. Honestly, use it all. Okay. So then we go down, put a price on it. So obviously put a price on your bundle, whatever it is going to be. Remember, think about pricing as well. I personally, especially as a newbie, I would go and see what the price, how much people are selling these bundles, anything similar to your niche. Have a look at the pricing. And then if you're a newbie to this, make sure that you price yourself in a place where you're slightly below everybody else so that you're able to get pushed and seen, and also for people to be tempted to buy it. Because if you've got no reviews and you're new, then it's going to be hard to compete against somebody that's got a lot of reviews. So definitely make sure that you have some kind of sale, right? Add a sale. See what sales people are doing. Look, this is a 60 sale, 60%, 25%, 60%. Look at what the general trend of sales are in your niche, because each niche is different. 75% sell, 50% sell. But for me personally, I would tend to put a very good strong sell because I'd want to get those reviews as soon as possible. I'd make sure I price point myself slightly below the competition, slightly below. Obviously, you want to still make money, so don't kind of go too low. Just keep yourself competitive, but slightly below everybody else, especially if they've got a lot of good reviews, and make sure that you got a sale. Okay, it's very important to find that price point because it really does make a difference and it can make or break the listing. So it's a really important thing. Check out my video on pricing as well. I've done videos on pricing. So let me go back to the listing. Let's say I put a price on there. Okay, let's say I got a price on there. And then this is where I add categories. So this is how you do your categories, right? Just go to add category. And for me, just type in, say, clip art, right? It usually gives you, oops, sorry. If you say digital clip art. For example, depending on what remember, just have a look and see what yours is. Now, the thing is, again, for me, I like to just double check these, right? Just to make sure. So I would go over to something like EVERBEE, right? I'd go here. I'll check out my niche. I'll go to product analytics, right? And this is a really cool way. There's a few ways of doing this, but I like to do this way. So what I'll do is I would go and see what category mine is in, right? Look, so you can see these clip arts are generally, and if it's the ones that I like my clip art, are generally in art and collectibles and craft supplies and tools. Yeah, craft supplies and tools. So when I go back, I'll just verify that. You can see that clip art images in craft supplies and tools. They generally seem to be in this first one. There's also an art and collectibles as well, but either or is actually fine. So I'll click that one and then go to done. All right, that's it. It's done that for me. Okay, so go to craft type as well. I'll go to craft type and then obviously choose something. Could be for card making, scrapbooking. It's giving an option of 4. So in my one, clip art is fine. It can be for card making. Well, actually for scrapbooking as well. Okay. No primary colors, no secondary colors, no length or width. Go to tags. So what I'll do is I'll go to tags. I'll put some tags together already. Now remember, the other tip I'm going to give you is you can also find tags using EVERBEE. So like I said, check it out. Link is in the description, free access. What you do is you go to good listings, or you go to listings generally. And when you go to listings, you click analyze listing, right? Let's say. And what you want to do is you want to go and see, go down and go to listings, right? And here you can see certain listings, right? You can see all these listings. So for example, you can see Pink Christmas PNG. These are all listings, Xmas graphics. You can check out, there's many listings. You can just check out what good listing tags to use by checking out just lots of listings. And then you can actually type in your own stuff. So for example, one keyword like we did could be Christmas pink bundle, right? Christmas pink bundle, which has a keyword score of 40. That's quite good. So that's one that I could use. So I'd go over to the listing tags and say, you can use 13. So Christmas, right? Right. And that's one tag, for example. And what you want to do is you want to just double check and make sure that you've used firstly 13 tags. And also these tags, hopefully they're good keywords, are reflected in the title. That means you've got these keywords in your title and you've got them in your product description somewhere. Because this is what helps in terms of the SEO of the listing. Okay. So then I'll go to my other tags. I've got a few more others that I looked and sort of like researched. Let me take these. I think there's too many there, but actually, let's try this. I think I've taken a few. So I'll copy my tags and then go to add them in here, paste. Let me say add. Let's see if I allowed that. Yep, that's good. Okay, so I've got all my 13 tags here ready to go. Right, and then let's have a look. Materials, you don't need to put anything there. Use shop section to organize your products. Yeah, if you want to organize your products, you can use that. I don't need to do that right now. And then make sure that you keep it on automatic in terms of renewal options. It just makes your life way easier. And that's it. You just click publish and you're good to go. And that's how you do a listing, guys. A digital product listing really, really quickly with lots of tips and lots of ideas how to maximize on the SEO of the listing. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, do check out my video on how to do upload your large files, because you're going to need to do that. You're going to need to upload your large files, digital files, and using a link. And I've got a video on it. Do check out how to do a video for your listings as well. I've got a video on that. And yeah, check out my how-tos and my playlist. But if you did enjoy the video, please hit like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. Don't forget to comment below. If you got a comment, please drop it below. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.